What's up, everyone? Just let me know if you can hear me in the chat, please. Just figure out. I think I just figured out how to go live. Yeah, I think I'm live right now. It's working. Sorry, everyone, for the delay. Let me 1 minute and we're gonna start. So just let me know if you can hear me and see my trading view, please. Please, everybody, let me know if you can see my trading view and if you hear me good. Let me know in the YouTube chat, please. All right, so welcome everyone to our first YouTube live trading session. I'm happy to start this with you guys and be here every Sunday with you, covering my view on the Forex market and different topic that we're gonna see together. So good, everything working well. So welcome. So I'm gonna start to recap last week trade that we took with our VIP Forex singles members. So as usual, I have deleted my own analysis and I'm gonna show you how I build my own analysis on gold and on every pair. So we're gonna start to analyze the market together. Then I'm gonna show you last week trade that we took. Last week I think we took like 4 trade and 2 break even and 2 take profit. So I'm gonna explain you this right now. So we're gonna start just on the daily and the 4 hour. We have couple big market structure that we're gonna look for this week. We have couple key level right here on 1760, 1760 can be a nice target for this week for a nice continuation on gold. Yeah, so we have multiple opportunity as usual, but a key area that we're looking for this week gonna be 1810. So this is gonna be a nice area that we're gonna look to take short maybe. So if we hold this week 1810, I can see like gold retest this area, then falling into 1760, 1760. So this can be a potential setup. Just waiting for next market movement. So last week we took a couple of trade. Some trade have it break even, then some of the other trade have going well. So if we're looking, first trade we took was when we starting the week last week. We have big dip on gold. We broke the 1850 supportive area, and we falling to the downside with big impulsive movement. When we have hit 1810 area, 1800, when we have hit this area, we have looking to go long. So if I'm gonna just remember the exact trade that we have took. Okay, so we started the week with a trade when we fell down into 1805. So 1805 was an area that we're looking to go long because if we're looking on the 4-hour time frame last week, we were currently uptrending. Okay, if we're looking at our market lows, structure lows, we're making like higher high, then lower high. So we were uptrending. So on the biggest picture, we were in the uptrend on gold. If we can see with these low, market making higher high and higher lows. So last week, other week was big impulsive to the upside, then we corrective wave to the downside. 1805 was, I think, the 61.8 of fib. Yeah, so right, we was the 61.8 of fib. So classic trade, guys, impulsive movement, corrective movement, 61.8 of fib, 61.8 touch, then we entering the trade right away on the 61.8, because on the 30-minute time frame and on the 1 hour time frame, we can see that the market start consolidating. So this consolidation indicators that this impulsive movement to the downside have less momentum. So we starting to take long position. So we took long position, I think, from the 5-minute time frame. On this one, we were reverse head and shoulders on the 5-minute time frame. We took long, like from this area, stop loss below the low. Stop loss were at 1797, and first target was it perfectly around 1810 area. So this was like 0.8 risk reward trade that we took. We took first take profit on this one after market came back to break even. So that was not a big trade. So after this, the other trade that going well was on the 30-minute and the 1 hour time frame. So after this big drop, So after this big drop, we were created resistance area from this level right here. So if we can see 1795, if we're looking 1795 on the 4 hour time frame, this is a big market structure. We can see market bounce multiple times from this resistance slash support. We can see that we have a lot of weak rejection from 1795. So 1795 was big level to look. We were looking for a continuation movement, impulsive to the downside, corrective to the upside. We draw a Fibonacci and we took short from the 38.2 fib for a continuation movement. So from the 38.2 of Fibonacci, we were looking on the 5-minute time frame for enter the trade. So we were looking at this consolidation, break retest. 1793 was our entry. On the break retest, stop under the last consolidation, and take profit was around 1794, which gave us around a 100 pip trade and a 1.75 risk reward trade on this one. We have tried to continue this move into 1760. Unfortunately, market came back at break even. So if you don't have managed this trade and you don't have closed it or position, market should have come back to break even. But this was a nice trade. I'm just looking at the comment. Yeah, so this was a nice trade. We took short from the 38.2 of fib, 1795 were a big market structure. Then we have looking for an entry on the 5-minute time frame, break retest, then perfect entry on the 1793 mark on gold. Target was it at 1784. So this was the last week trade, guys. Last week was Thanksgiving and everything, so it was bank holiday. So we have just took like 4 trade in the VIP. That's why this week gonna be we're gonna have more opportunity maybe, because we're not gonna be on holiday week. So for this week, guys, I'm gonna start with GBP GPY, because we have missed so much big movement and beautiful movement on this pair. When I'm looking at this in the background, when I'm looking at my trading week, I was very disappointed, because we have missed it very a couple of opportunity, guys. If we can look, market start to creating lower high from this level right here with the 61.8. Here was a short. So, and we have a couple other opportunity to going short on pound yen. We can see that we have multiple 61.8 retracement. Even when we broke this structure, this was a perfect trade, guys. Break, retest 61.8. Perfect structure. You can see on the 4-hour time frame, we fake out the last high, came back into the last high, create a support, then break and retest this support. This trade here was a big miss for us, guys. Sorry for me. 61.8, everything was there. This was a miss. And if we're looking at last week movement, market created a low around 154.5, then break and retested perfectly on the 61.8. This one was another big miss from the 61.8, and we crash it. I see pound yen continuing to the downside into 149. Okay, so what I'm looking for this week, it's only a continuation movement, another pullback into the 61.8, 78.6 Fibonacci region to going short, guys. So what we can look, you can see that this structure was their last supportive region around 152.5. This is gonna be the level that we're gonna look to enter. We're gonna look for a kind of pullback like this, then taking short into 149. This is our weekly setup, and 149 can be a nice weekly target, swing target. From 153 into 149 is like a 400 pip trade, and this is a classic setup, guys. On this setup, you're gonna win like 80 or 55% of the time. If you focus only on setup like this, you're gonna be big winning trade. So you can see that this structure came back from more. Okay. So you can see that this is a big market structure that we have break last week. So I'm looking for a pullback into the 61.8 around 153. Then we're going short with nice risk reward. 61.8, stop 0.886, target 400 pip, 3.71 risk reward on this one. This is the setup that I'm looking for GBP GPY this week, because these kind of setup are my favorite one, and these are setup that you're winning like 7-8 time on 10 easily. And all this setup I have missed. This is my fault, guys, but we are to come back. So we have this setup on GBP GPY, 152.5 into 153. This is our entry area. Then I'm gonna look at gold with you guys. We have multiple opportunity for gold. Personally, I can see gold continue falling to more to the downside. I will like to see a retest of 1,810 to taking short it to 1,760. So this can be a nice potential target area. I would like to see gold come back into 1,810. Maybe for starting the week, like you can see, we sitting on Fibonacci 78.6. We can see that here Fibonacci 78.6 have been held, and gold created a nice supportive area around 1,785. So what I would like to see for starting the week is a retest of this area, taking a long into 1,810, then looking for short. And maybe we can try to hold our long, because if we're looking on the 4-hour time frame, we can clearly see that 1,830, it's a nice resistance area. And if we're looking at this market right here, we're currently uptrending, guys. Like we can see that market creating impulsive corrective, impulsive corrective. We have not break this low yet, which is tell us that we still uptrending. So gold is a pretty interesting setup. We can maybe see another swing high and see gold come back into our last November high, which is like 1875. So if we can see a retest of this support area, we're gonna try to take long with nice risk reward trade. We're supposed to hold this fib, so you can put a stop loss on the 0.886. Then first target 1810. Then we can try to target more deeper to the upside. If you are like trader, we like to hold our trade. So this can be a very insane risk reward trade that we're gonna try to take here. If we're holding 1785 supportive area, this is a nice entry, guys. So we can look for this, or we can look to try a short into 1810 double top. If we holding the resistance, we're gonna try to going short into 1760. That's gonna give us a nice risk reward trade as usual. Don't forget, guys, you can ask questions in the YouTube chat about our setup on everything whenever you want. If you have question. So GBP GPY, if you are able to pull back, I'm not gonna try to go long because we are in strong downtrend right here. So when we are in strong downtrend right here, long are very like, you're gonna be it's a bad thing to try to go short, to go long, sorry, when we are in a downtrend, because momentum is gonna be against you. Momentum right now is into the downside, because you can see that big movement, big candle with a lot of volume, and big impulsive movement happening into the downside. So we can see big downside movement and small corrective movement to the upside. The candle are more thinner on the corrective movement than on the impulsive movement. So you can see that the candle are big, a lot of volume when we are in the impulsive movement. So you can see this movement to the downside, you can see this corrective movement, you can see this is a big impulsion to the downside. So we're gonna look for a corrective movement. We're not gonna long for sure, but we're gonna wait 61.8. if it's old and we have nice price action. I told you guys this is a big swing into 149. This is my prediction for next weeks. We're gonna try to go long, to go short, but we need this pullback. If just market continue to crash into 149, we unfortunately gonna be not able to take any trade. But yeah, so we want to GJ pull back into the 61.8. Then we want this 61.8 get hold for us to short and continuing this big downtrend movement. For gold, same thing, guys. We're gonna go long if we're holding this supportive area, but we have nice opportunity around 1810, which is nice short if we're gonna hold this level. Nice short into 1760. I will prefer to see gold come back into 1810 than going short into 1760. Sorry, 1760, it's a big area. Thanks, Maximus. I'm not looking at USD GPY, guys. I'm gonna explain you why I'm not looking at each Forex pair. This is So we can have multiple mentality when it's come to trading forex. You can have the mentality that I'm gonna look at each pair, each forex pair. It's like 25 to 30 pair, something like this. You can have this mentality. I'm gonna look at each pair and try to catch each setup which figure which fit with my trading plan, and it's supposed to work. But I can tell you guys that my strategy gonna work well more on a pair like GBP GPY, on pound pairs especially. But this is my strategy, my perfect strategy with every detail. But the market analysis, like the market reading of my strategy can be applied on every pair, which is like classic forex, classic market movement, guys. And every market you're gonna see big impulsive movement with a lot of volatility. After this movement, every market gonna have a pullback. Why we gonna have a pullback? Because long people, long position gonna be closed. A lot of, like, if you are buying here and you are here, what you gonna do? You're gonna close your trade. So long close in the market are like short. So market gonna correct, and after this corrective movement, you're gonna see another wave of long people. So another wave of people gonna try to long, like people gonna long, like supposed to have more people in long position, because all these people have misses. I've seen the market going to the upside and are not involved, gonna try to go long after a corrective movement. And all the people that have closed the position at the top gonna try to take another position to ride another wave to the upside. So the second wave, you're supposed to see a bigger movement than the first. And this is how the market trend are created, with a wave of people buying or shorting, and a wave of people like taking out their buy position, and a wave like two, because maybe we are sitting here on a resistance, so people gonna short. We have a wave of people shorting, but market gonna just correct because market is more trending to the upside, and we have more volume to the upside. So that's why these corrective movement are more shorter than these impulsive movement. And this is how these market trend are created, with a wave of people buying and a wave of people that have buy here closing their position. That's make the market correct. And after this, another wave of people buying, and etc, etc. And we know that it's not really people buying, it's like bank. The big bank and big whale are the people which may create this impulsive movement. So when we see big high and big low created, is because this is the place that the institution have maybe closed their position or opening a position, which created a lot of volume in the market and create big movement. So this is how a market can be trend and structure itself. So after this, my strategy work on every pair, but personally I like to focus on only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maximum pair, because after a long moment that you focus on this pair, you are able to know more how this pair works, to know more how this pair move. So it's better for you, and you are more how I can say this, you are more like, you're gonna be more focused on a certain market asset, and you don't have to, and you're not gonna miss a good setup. Because in a long time ago, 5 years ago, I was trading like 25, 30 pair, and I was always missing setup. I know that you can have good routine and good rule to don't miss this pair, these setup, don't miss them. But I told you with 25 pair you're gonna miss a lot of setup because it's too much to look. It's take too much time, it's too much to look, and it's happened. Another thing that I don't like to trade a lot of pair, it's because I like to only have one setup running on my trading account. So I like to have only one trade running on my trading account. So in this way, I can only focus on this setup and don't have multiple position, multiple trade to manage. Because what happened when we have multiple trade running at the same time? You're gonna manage this trade in function of the other trade or they are rolling. Sorry guys. Quoi? Pourquoi? Je suis en vidéo, mon grand. Ouais. Demande à ta mère et ferme la porte. Je peux demander. Demande et ferme la porte, je suis en vidéo. Allez. Allez. S'il vous plaît, mon grand. Okay, sorry guys, my son just disturbed me. Okay, so yeah, that's why I don't like to trade a lot of pair. It's because simply you're gonna be distracted by a lot of trade running on your cell phone. Then you're gonna miss good setup because you have too much pair, and you're gonna maybe don't have any leverage, maybe don't have any too much margin to take all the trade that you can see on 26 Forex pair. Is very too much. So I suggest all to you, if you want to trade by your own, to trade like 5 to 10 maximum pair at the same time. For me, I'm very focusing on GBP, GPY and gold. After this GBP odd, but this GBP odd, I have to take a break from it to only focus myself on gold and GBP, GPY. GBP, GPY, we have missed very nice couple of setup in the past week. I will come back strong and took some nice setup that the market gonna give to us. The first gonna be this one. If we are able to pull back into 153 area, this is gonna be a pretty nice trade. Then we have gold. As I told you, we have two possible trade. We have a swing, big swing into 1,830 from 1,785. If we holding this support is sitting on the 68.6 of fib, so we can just see market skyrocketing to the upside because we currently uptrending. So this is a nice trade setup to take because we have nice risk reward ratio. Then if we maybe go long and we have multiple wick rejection around 1,810 and we have nice confirmation, I see gold continue to the downside and I see gold at 1,760. So this trade can be a, like, I think 500 pip trade. So we're gonna see, we're gonna look, but we can see you know market is like a sickle. So like you see this movement here, it can happen the same here, same thing. So this is what we're gonna look for this week. 1,810 big short area, guys. So if we hold 1,810, it's a nice area to short. So this is my view, guys. I have gold, I have GBP, GPY. Let me know in the chat if you like the stream, and let me know if you have any question. I'm gonna look at the chat right now. Sorry. So GBP US, it's the same setup as GBP GPY because they are moving in the same way. If we're looking on the daily time frame, we can see that GU can just continue to fall because we are currently downtrending. But I don't very like the breakout, and I don't very like the. Ok, vous en allez? Je vous aime. I don't really like the breakout, and it's less clearer. So we need to let the market run, but for the moment, I'm like this. When I have a setup on GBP GPY, a potential setup on GBP GPY, I'm not even gonna look to GBP US GBP odd. Why? Because it's pretty confusing when you come to trade the forex market. You know, we have the market correlation. So, per example, it's very confusing for a forex trader. Then when you're looking at GBP GPY, you see a nice short setup. Then you're going on GBP odd and you see a nice long setup. So what you're gonna do, because you're gonna trade GBP on the London session, right? And if you trade GBP on the London session, the GBP pair are supposed to move on the same way. So on my strategy, I'm not in favor to like buy GBP, sell GBP GPY at the same time that I'm gonna go on sell on GBP odd, you know, because these two setups are like supposed to move in the same way during London session, but I'm in long on one and short on one, so for sure I'm gonna lose one. If you're playing with good risk reward, it's maybe can be a good thing to short a pound pair and long a pound pair with these two nice risk reward. You losing one, you winning one, you up because you trading nice risk reward. But this is not a strategy that I very like. I better like to have one market view, one bias, one idea, and stay on this. Okay, and this is the way you're gonna be profitable in this market, guys. To be profitable in the forex market, even if you have the best strategy of all time, if you are not confident on yourself, if you are not in good health and a good mentality, if you have not a good routine and good mindset, even if you are trading, even if you are the best trader, even if you are trading the best strategy, you're gonna lose, because market, it's all about managing trade. It's all about how you're gonna manage trade, when you're gonna close trade. It's not about the trading setup. It's all about trading managing. And when we come about talking about trading managing, we're talking about how we gonna simply manage our position, how we gonna like play our trade, when we're gonna close the trade, when you're gonna put your stop loss at break even. This shit can make a big difference on your trading, because if you're putting always at the wrong time your stop loss at break even, you can have the best analysis. The market gonna fall right away into your take profit, but you're gonna take at break even because you always putting your stop loss at break even at the wrong time. So all these little aspect of your trading plan is the most difficult thing in your trading journey that you're gonna came from. So you really need to all the way be confident of yourself, all the way have a nice mentality, always stay healthy, to have your mind clear, always be a god, always be to be the better trader. My better trading week, my better trading months, my best trading years, when I was like, when I was thinking that I am like a god, the best trader. You need to be 100 confident of yourself to be profitable on this fucking market, guys. So even if you're following my signals, even if you're following our trade, like what I want you to understand, if you need to stay to keep a good routine, because you need to be there. Even if you take the trade, you need to be there to manage the trade. You need to be there to take your profit. You need to be there. You need to stay in clear mind to make good move, good managing. Because even if you're following our signals on my trade, you can lose at the end of the day because you are doing wrong. You are managing wrong. So it's very, very important, guys. So I'm gonna stay here a couple of minutes to look at your question. So I'm gonna stay there. If you have any question, guys, about our signals, trading related, or question about me, just ask. Nice, Tom. I like it. I like it. We're gonna keep it on YouTube because it's gonna be better on the long time. And very, very thank you for everybody to be there for our first YouTube live stream. Hope everybody gonna be there next Sunday. And it's gonna be yeah, Tom. Question: how many pips spread? So on my broker, I'm gonna go look right now. It's not a fixed spread. So right now the spread are very high, but right now market is not open for gold. But you can see that you need to know that every 5 to 6 every day the spread are very high. And you don't want to trade, but I can't answer you right now. I can't answer you right now because right now my spread is at 20 pip, but the market is closed for gold. It's gonna open in 15 minutes, so I don't know, but normally my spread for gold is like between 2 to 5 pips. It's very bad. For real, it's very bad. But gold, you can see a spread like and it's not a fixed spread. It's always varying, but you can see that if you have a spread between 1 to 5, it's a good spread on gold, because you know that gold it's make a lot of pip, and spread are a lot of time higher than other forex pair. Does the program continue to enter? I'm not sure I understand good your question, but for our signals we have, what we currently have is the Forex VIP, which is called 𝐉𝐸𝐴 VIP. This is the place that we sending our trade, and we have the 𝐉𝐸𝐴 Premium. This is the place that you can talk with other member and with me and Joe, and you can ask a question for support there. If you want to have a real support, it's Rogers on Telegram. As you know, you can ask him any question, or you can ask question in the 𝐉𝐸𝐴 Premium. If you don't have access to our 𝐉𝐸𝐴 Premium, just ask to Rogers to give you access. Rogers or support on Telegram. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to be notified every stream, every new video that we post for content, free content, and drop a like on the stream, please. So running rate is variable each month, but it can be to 50 and from 50 to 85%. And we are trading the risk reward trade, so we're supposed to always win more than what we would lose. Okay, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you have any question, guys, you can ask in our premium chat. If you don't are in the VIP as well, you can subscribe at goldenoptiontrading.com to join us and have access to all my trade and a premium group chat that you can talk with us and ask questions about Forex or signals or everything. So have a great start of this beautiful trading week, guys. Take care. See you soon.